Hello learners, in last class we studied about solutions, their types and example. Today we are studying properties of a solution. So let's start it. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. It means that solution is uniform throughout. The particles of solution are very small, about one, they having size of 1 nanometer, which is equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. This is the diameter of your particles of solution, so they cannot be seen by naked eyes. Because of very small particle size, they do not scatter light, nor they make the path of light visible. It means that think this is a beaker and you are having some solution in it. When you will pass a laser light through it and you are observing by the side, this light will enter from this way and emerge out from this way, and in between you will not be able to see any light. It means that the light will pass through the solution and the path will not visible nor the light will scatter. The size of laser will be same. Now the solute particle cannot be separated from mixture by the process of filtration. The solute particle do not settle down when left undisturbed. This means that solutions are stable. Now we have learned what are solution, their properties. Now a new term I'm introducing to you, it is concentration of solution. It's very simple. Students, when we refer that how much solute is dissolved in a solution, then we use various concentration terms. Okay, for example, if you are making some lemonade, then if somebody asks you how much sugar you have put, you will say 1 spoon, 2 spoon, this way. So you are telling the concentration of sugar in your solution. Now, at any particular temperature, a solution has dissolved as much as solute as its capacity is, then such a solution will be called saturated solution. A saturated solution at that particular temperature cannot dissolve any more amount of solute to it. Okay? But if your solution has capacity to dissolve something more, then it will be called unsaturated solution. Okay, let's understand by taking an example. Suppose you are having a glass of water and you have added 2 spoon salt to it. Okay, it will dissolve. Now you are putting the third spoon of salt. Probably that may be dissolved. Now you come to with fourth. When you will put the fourth spoon in the same glass, now this time you will see the salt will settle down, it will not dissolve, because at that particular temperature your solution has dissolved, your solvent water has dissolved as much as salt that it could. So such solution is saturated solution. And if there is capacity that your solvent can dissolve more, then it will be unsaturated solution. If we increase temperature, then the same solvent can dissolve more. Think of the sugar syrup that you use to prepare sweets like gulab jamun, rasgullas. So at that time, by increasing temperature, you can dissolve large amount of sugar to a small amount of solvent water. Now you must have understood both these terms. Moving to the next one. When solution is prepared using water as a solvent, then it is called aqueous solution. Now students, two more terms. First is concentrated, second is dilute. Concentrated term is used when you use an acid or a base or such a chemical substance in pure amount, okay, without mixing anything to it. But sometimes if you are using the same acid, base or other chemical substances by adding some portion of water to them, means you are diluting them, that time we use the term dilute solution. So these were the two terms. Now what would happen if You take a saturated solution at a certain temperature and cool it slowly. At that time, students, you will see formation of crystals in it. Now, the concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. There are various expressions of concentration of solute in solution. We will study few of them. First, mass by mass percentage of a solution. As the name itself suggests, here it simply will be mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. So in this way we will present the data in percentage. Now next one is mass by volume percentage of solution. It's very easy. Mass of solute and volume of solution. And we will multiply it by 100 to make it into percentage. And last one is volume by volume percentage of solution. Here we will take volume of solute divided by volume of solution and we will multiply it by 100. Which formula we are going to use will depend on the data provided to us and the nature, or we can say the state of your solute or solvent, that will decide it. Now we are taking an example. Here is a numeric problem. A solution contains 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. So we have studied the data. Both your common salt, which is solute, is given in weight 40 gram, and your water, which is solvent, that is also provided in grams. So here we will use your weight by weight formula. Okay. Now students, look here. Your solute is present 40 gram. So we are having mass of solute. Second thing is solvent, but we want solution. So mass of solution, that will be 40 plus 320. So you will get 360 gram. Now we want to find the percentage. So applying these two things to the formula, we will get the percentage, mass by mass percentage of solution will be equals to 40 divided by 360 and multiplied by 100. So you can easily find out the answer by solving this thing. You will cancel out these. Okay. 40 and 36 can be cancelled out using your 4. It will give 10. Here you will write 9 times. So you are getting 100 by 9 percentage. You can change it to mixed fraction too. So students, today we learned the concentration terms and we solved a numeric problem. If you have any doubt, you can ask. That's all. Thank you.